KUGAN, CASSIUS, IFL TV, MTK Global. Do you want an observation note at the moment?
What are you talking about?
Something I just noticed tonight.
I
kind of looked over at you when the towel went in. I kind of just glanced. I was hoping you were looking at me, but you actually weren't.
The white fight?
Yes, the white fight. And you genuinely looked like you were like, it was almost like a relief and happiness. It was everything. You looked.
No, I was like, a lot of pressure. I mean, pressure for Dillian Whyte. And I kind of felt bad because my feelings were that if he lost tonight, his career's over. And I said that in the media, and I kind of feel like there's been a lot of pressure heaped on him. So it was like relief. I believed he could beat Alexander Povetkin. I think he should have beat him in the first fight. But Povetkin's always dangerous. He was dangerous again tonight, but he never recovered from the first round because Dillian just manhandled him. And he was too big, he was too determined, he wasn't going to be denied tonight. So it was a great performance. Shout out to Povetkin and the team. And Dillian's back in a great position in the division. And we look forward to seeing what's next.
What is next? It's an awkward one with Dillian because of where the belts are tied up.
You kind of have to take it on the chin that your world title shot's not coming till early 2020.
He was talking about Trevor Bryant and the WBO.
Yeah, that's an option as well. I mean, I kind of prefer going for Deontay Wilder myself. I think it's a fantastic fight. I'd love to. I'd like to box Dillian Whyte in the summer in America, and then in the winter against Deontay Wilder. That's what I'd like to do. He's the boss. We'll sit down with him and the team and decide what's next. But you know, people kept saying to me before this fight, what's next if he wins? I'm like, fuck that, just win. And he's got the win, back in a great position.
Do you know what, pressure-wise, I mean, he didn't really show it this week because he's how he is, but you're right, his career was on the line tonight, let's have it right. It was.
It was against a dangerous guy, a guy that's towards the back end of his career, but just switched his lights off 6 months ago. So, you know, you saw tonight, he got hurt in the first round. He never really recovered, but he was always dangerous. I mean, they were trading up. And by the way, I think it was a right hand that Dillian hit him with in the third round. I don't know how Povetkin stayed on his feet. And he's tough as old boots, but Dillian was just too strong. Dillian's a massive problem for any heavyweight. I'm not saying he's not vulnerable, I'm not saying he's not beatable, but he can beat everyone at the same time as well. Still improving, still learning, and still dangerous.
Quick one about Povetkin. Like, where does Povetkin go from here?
I think he should retire. You know, I mean, look, he's had such a wonderful career. Really, it definitely wasn't a lucky punch last August, but he was getting bashed up in the fight. And he's come through, and he got bashed up again tonight. But he couldn't find that punch tonight. He's a very proud man. He's had a wonderful career. You know, I think that's probably the end for Alexander Povetkin, but he's not my fighter, and Andrei Rybinski takes care of him in the world of boxing, and we'll see what happens.
I know, obviously, it's very late at night. We'll do a proper catch-up next week, but come on, mate.
Okay.
Pay-per-view show. How many buys?
I don't know. I think about a little bit more than last time.
354? Something like that?
Yeah, it was positive.
Okay. Excellent wins for Cheeseman.
Oh, what a fight. What a fight. Unbelievable fight. I mean, I thought I actually nicked David Diamante's line for Sky. David Diamante came out to me, but Eddie, you could have put that fight in black and white and watched it in the 20s, the 30s, the 40s. That was like some raging bullshit. You know,
you said that?
Yeah, he did. So I used that on Sky.
Yeah, bullshit,
I didn't say raging bullshit. Like, as in, you know. Ted is 25 years old. How many fucking wars has he been in? You know, tremendous fight. Huge shout out to JJ Metcalf. He was out of the fight in the fourth round, come back in the fight, strong as an ox. He's got a big future still. Love to have him back on a show. And huge win for Ted. And I said in the interview, I think domestically, the only fight that's there, and it's a massive fight as well, is Anthony Fowler. You know,
he was talking about the Fitzgerald rematch.
Yeah. Listen, Fitz has got to get himself back on the horse. He's boxing May the 1st, Scott Fitzgerald. Fowler's there for him, Cheeseman's there for him, etc. But I kind of feel with Ted, look, the Fowler fight's huge. But I also think Ted's probably thinking, you know, if a big fight comes up internationally, I'm up for that as well. And he wanted that British title back tonight. It was a tremendous fight.
Talking to Michael McKinson tonight, who had a great win over Chris Congo.
Got a soft spot for him, haven't you?
I have, actually. I genuinely have. But he was kind of hoping that it was almost a winner stays on mentality for him, and you'd use him again.
It's
definitely.
Always winner stays on. The problem Michael McKinson's going to have is very good, very tricky, very awkward.
Who wants to fight him?
Exactly. So sometimes he might have to take a bigger risk against a guy that needs a fight himself. But 100% winner stays on. That's always the way on our shows. So we'll sit down, talk to MTK, talk to Michael McKinson, and love to have him back.
Are you going to make Alan Babbage against Nick Webb, who scored a shock win? Let's have it
Great
right
win.
over Eric.
And by the way,
tonight.
well done Nick Webb and well done Scott Welch. They took the challenge up. You know, Pfeiffer's been in camp with Dillian. He looked good, and you know they wanted to get him out, give him a chance. Nick Webb, 50-50 fight. Everybody rolled the dice, and Nick Webb came out on top. Great win from Yusuf Kamari. Great win for Fabio Wardley, who got hurt. I said that earlier, and then he come back and stopped Eric Molina in a great finish.
Good learning fight for Fabio, wasn't it?
Fantastic. Look, the guy, you know, Fabio Wardley's that was his 11th fight. He's had what, one amateur fight.
If you look where Deontay Wilder fought Eric Molina in his career and other guys.
Listen, Molina's coming to the back end of his career as well, but he's still a very good fighter. You know, he was awkward tonight.
Yeah. Campbell
Hatton just wild. I mean, he was blowing out of his arse.
He
the
was
nervous
disappointed
energy.
with his performance.
Do you know what? I expected it because I thought, how can you go for the 4 weeks doing media every day, from morning till night? You've had documentaries made after you. You've got double-page spreads in the newspaper. Like, the pressure's just immense. How can you really go out with no amateur experience, really, with no pro experience, and look, you know, like a superstar? He is what he is. He's extremely raw. He's got plenty of spunk. He's a lovely kid. He works his nuts off. Give him the chance to progress. Great atmosphere. People are going to love him. On to the next one, May the 1st for Campbell Hatton. Can I go now?
Cheers, mate.
All right.
Appreciate your time this week.
Cheers.